the last year?
Oh, they're all, they can run it, throw it, be effective, and not make a lot of mistakes. That's always a challenge. So, Brissett was a terrific player. I think he's shown, that his best football was still in front of him. And we had a hard time getting him down. I don't know what we sacked him 5 or 6 times. We should have had easily 5 or 6. He's a great player.
The last 2 years with Brissett, one here, one there, what was the difference in those 2 games for you?
Well, we didn't get into a great rhythm defensively last year, and we played well in parts, and it was feast or famine. And kicking game, we didn't help ourselves. I think we gave up a touchdown, created 2 very short fields, kickoff returns, and then we gave up some big plays. The 60-yarder there in the third quarter was one that really allowed them to get back in. We're up by 20 with 10 minutes to go in the game, and just jacked around, gave up another long kickoff return, and they converted a 4th down, 4th and long, and great coverage, and quarterbacks just, I think they made some plays. I think we put 34 on us a year ago, 2 short fields, and again we gave up a few big plays, and you got a ball game. So I just don't think we got into a great rhythm now. And the year before that we were. So it's really pretty simple.
Seems like nobody in the media talks about Matt Dace, the running back. When you look at his numbers and production he stacks up with anybody.
Yeah, terrific player, and losing him, they lost him, I believe, after our game a year ago, and that was a big loss for them. He's got great vision, very explosive, a patient runner, plays strong, plays behind his pads well. Great compliment for their system. Very good player.
When you pitch your back in August, it takes a few games for you to really figure out your defense and your personnel. Do you feel like you're where you want to be with that?
Better than what we were. Obviously, just got more evidence, so to speak, and more data to look at, and still trying to develop some guys as well at all 3 levels. I think we need to do that moving forward to continue to improve us and develop a little bit more diversity in what we're doing and a little bit more depth. But I feel better, get more certain about where we're at.
How do you see Carlos grow as a leader, as a player this year?
His work ethic. I think he cares more. I think he's more invested. Brings more energy and attitude to all things football. And I think he values his opportunity. He shows and how he carries himself, and again how he practices and competes consistently.
Outside of just who the quarterback is, differences, similarities schematically between
I think they're using their receivers more. Blockers systematically a year ago, and I think the receivers, there's more depth there, there's more playmakers, they're utilizing them more, they're attacking you more vertically, they're making those plays, they're long, big, he's got some speed, and they're deeper there. You can see there's been an emphasis. I think it's, at the end of the day, it's still Dave Dorn's offense. He's a defensive guy, but you see his fingerprints all over it. You've had some different coaches that have been there, and now they're gone, but there's still a lot of things that they do that it looks like there are things that he believes in philosophically, and but they are have a little bit more spread concepts that they're using combined with some of the other things that they've always done, and again I think they're older, wiser, more mature, and I think more confident in their skill players.
I know one of the things you mentioned in years past is the different wacky personnel groupings they've used and the way they the formations. Is it still like that, or is it a little more basic?
Oh yeah. We still. I think that's that is fine. That's deception. That's part of the game, and the art of warfare, so to speak. And I think deception on both sides is always important. That you have that. Those days where we're going to be they know what we're doing, we're gonna do it, we're gonna spot it, and that's good too sometimes. And but you know, you got to give some people some credit too, and so they do a good job.
How hard is it on the endurance of the defense when the offense is scoring at such a lightning pace, like 5 touchdowns in 12 plays?
Terrible problem to have.
Obviously, it helps to have against Boston College, against Louisville, they told you the time of the
I don't know, we gotta play well, regardless of what the offense is doing. We gotta be able to live on the defensive end. And when you're not, I don't care what the offense, they can, you know, like the North Carolina State game was every bit as torturous as down there. We're really trying to treat to the same kind of torturous. How you got there was a little bit different, but it was torture. No, I mean, you actually feel decent when you're playing good. It's great and all that, but I feel much better when you play well. Don't play well. So, that being said, if they're scoring, great. You know, that does changes it can dramatically change what's going on offensively with our opponent. You know, when that's happening. And, maybe making them more predictable. And I think a lot of that has to do with playing. So I think that's first and foremost what's most important is that we, as a coaching staff and as a football team, all understand that. And our job is to stop point blank story. And you know, if they're going 3 and out all the time, and I'm scoring, we're right back on the field. I mean, it goes without saying that doesn't help. If they're going really fast, but it should change our mindset, our attitude. And we've been incredibly fortunate. We've been really good on offense 5 years. They've been incredibly explosive. We really, for the most part, have complemented each other well. And complement each other well. Crush me. And can't get out of our own way. It's all about it, you know, so that's really kind of our mindset.
Mark Fields is a guy who hasn't played the base snap that some people expected this year. How big was it for him to make the kind of play he did in the game?
Well, I think it's good for his confidence and some of the details. There's some things that happen with the ball that he did a very good job of putting himself in that position. And then he executed the play and did it really well. And I thought that was great for him, good for us, and moving forward. Helps him understand the importance of buying into systematically what we're doing. Concept, understand the zone, align it correctly, strike plays, execute, read, trust your key, all of it. And I think the point he did a great job of that.
I know before the season, you said you were still looking for more consistency, and then you started to see that this year.
Yeah, it's been good. I think it's better now than he's ever been. And he's getting closer and closer.
How much was the emergence of Albert having to go to the last couple games help the depth in the interior? And is that even allowing you, once Austin Bryant comes back, to have the option to keep Christian out his end?
I think Christian is his own entity. I think he can help us inside and outside, and that's how we'll use him. And it's been great for Albert and for us. You know, his development. He's coming along. He's got a lot to continue to improve upon, but he's maturing and getting better and understand playing faster, playing lower, playing with more discipline. And still got a ways to go, but he's really coming on.
We talked Friday about how sustaining success is part of being a good person. Are you finding yourself having to push different buttons with this team this year?
Oh, always. You know, psychology at its finest, and everybody's different. You know, and we got good leadership though, and but I think you've got coaching harder now than ever. Again, we got all kinds of things to be better at. We got to continue to improve. Again, that's kind of our goal is to continue to get better. You know, as the year goes on, and you have to coach them all. We started our meetings yesterday with, you know, try not to be all negative, but okay, here's the thing, y'all think you did great. Now look at all these things that your opponent's watching, because it's there. The evidence is right there. They weren't good enough to execute and exploit you, or maybe they were. You let two backs run out of the backfield for big plays. You know, there should be dumb calls offensively for that. You know, but it just shows you. You know, we've still got a lot of things that we got to do, even the very basics that we got to continue to harp on and continue to get better. And because it's really good teams that at the end of the year that are in position to compete for a championship are doing just that. They are getting. They're not regressing and just lucked up and show up in a championship game. So if we don't, you know, moving forward 6-0, and all of a sudden we start this week and we're regressing, and that starts to become a pattern, and you know we won't sniff the ACC championship. So that's got to be our focus, and we got to coach them hard through that, get them to understand. Some guys take it, some guys resist it. If you could be a fly on the wall, you'd say, well, he's resistant, and boy, he's easy to coach, and because it happens, it's very natural. Our job as coaches is to hold them accountable and to get them to buy in, and if they don't, then you move on to somebody else.
You mentioned Trayvon Mullen a couple weeks ago as a guy who had impressed you in limited opportunities. Are you still pleased with where he's at?
Yeah, he's got the game, he did some really good things. He showed some youth as well, some real basic things, and so we had fun with him yesterday. And but he's coming on, along with again like a guy like Mark, and so that's pleasing to see.
And Joel, you repudiated him a little bit for that, for talking, chit-chatting with the Boston College offensive player, Ben Boulware, told us yesterday. You chewed him out a little bit for, again, chit-chatting with the Boston College offensive player.
Yeah, we're looking at a situation here where we got to have focus, and we don't know what's going to happen and what his fate is and what our fate is. They're getting ready to score, and we in our dime package, we in our base package, and who do I need to substitute for you? You know, are we going to lose him for the next, you know, half or all of that? And then, you know, he wants to have a conversation with one of their guys.
I think.
Yeah. So it doesn't go over well with us.
Is that something that?
Well, I just think you know, and Ben's awesome. Okay, I love him to death. He's the best of the best. Man. I would trade for anybody, and but there's a time and place for that. Like after the game, you guys want to be buddies. Okay, you guys can chit chat all you want. Okay, the bus is going to leave 30 minutes after we're done. So that was really the gist of the conversation.
You've often used the phrase "play with your hair on fire." Can you describe the characteristics that illustrate hair on fire for you?
Just a high sense of urgency, you know, frantic and desperate to do your job. That the next play, if I don't do my job, you know, they're going to score and we're going to lose. And I think when you coach and you play that way, I think there's a better chance that you're on point and you can overcome mistakes because of great effort, great intensity, and great focus. And you know, this is not a casual game; it's not nonchalant. And so again, I think that's kind of our mantra that we want our guys to prepare with, and that type of a mindset and mentality needs to carry over to all things football. So that's intense, focused meetings. Carries over to the practice field, and you should play that way. So that's, you know, those are just words, just adjectives.
Is Ben a hair on fire guy?
Oh yeah. I think that goes without saying that. He was certainly earned that reputation. Ben loves the game. He plays it like it's supposed to be played. Through his maturation, I think he's shown how to contain that in the right ways. And for the most part, there was a timeout in his world, but you know, I think he kind of leads by example for all of our guys.
Do you scoff at the notion of some people suggesting he's a dirty player?
Yeah, that's insane. It's crazy. You know, so that's not even what we're talking about.
When you were a collegiate player, a linebacker, did you play with your hair on fire?
I was a try-hard guy. I didn't play like Boulware. But I was a try-hard guy. I think a lot of coaches are overachiever type guys, and that's why we love the game. One of the things that we like about coaching is that you can always work hard with people, and be smart with people, and and out hustle people. So
Anything else?
Good.
All right, we got, two players here that we are going to